everyone, this is a reading for the week ahead, so 20th of May till the 26th of May. Okay, so we're just going to pull some cards, see what's happening in the collective, see what's going on with the masculines, what's going on with the feminines, and just what we can expect to see, any big shifts happening this week after this full moon we've had at the weekend. Going to start with the feminines, so Lowe's just wanted to jump out there. Okay, so we're going to start with the feminine's current energy. Okay, and we've got the Hierophant and the King of Swords. So straight away it feels like the feminines, they're just waiting for a change from their masculines. The feminines that I'm channeling for have completely surrendered. You know, we've got two male figures that have come out here. So they're saying, look, right now it is not up to me. It is up to my masculine now to make choices about offering commitment, about the next steps in this relationship. Let's see what else we've got in the feminine's current energy at the moment, please. Two of Wands. So these are the feminines kind of like waiting for their ships to come in, waiting for kind of karmic cycles to end. Also, these feminines here with the world in their hand, it just feels like, you know, they are ready to start a new journey. They have completed a big cycle. They're showing me the world card in my third eye, so I'm seeing the world card in my head, and it just feels like these feminines, they have completed a huge cycle, done some amazing work, you know, really healed themselves, and now they're waiting for like their masculine to return to them, and be honest with them about where this is going, what the steps are now. These feminines, they're not moving. They are waiting for movement, waiting to be shown kind of like the green light to take the next steps ahead, because it's going to be the masculines who give them those next steps. It's going to be the masculines who now kind of bring this together and tell their feminines, you know, what is going on. See what else we've got coming out for the feminines. It feels very kind of like male dominated, this reading already. It feels very much like it's the masculines that are going to be the focal point of this reading. The Chariot card, so this is about things being driven forwards now, everything balancing out, and it feels like at the moment things aren't moving. We're at a bit of a standstill after this full moon, because there's been some purges, some healing, and now the masculines are getting ready to take action. And with this Chariot card, it feels like it's going to be movement forward. So it is going to be progression soon. Just at the moment, you know, I'm doing this reading on Monday. So the start of this week, we're probably not going to see a lot going on, you know, a lot of communication or a lot of kind of like energy from our counterparts. But by the end of the week, you know, by the Sunday, I feel like there could be some big positive changes. Okay, we're going to do a quick check-in on the masculines now. So let's see what is going on with the masculines at the moment. And then I'm going to go into more detail and do some more spreads with some of my other decks as well. The masculines are scared of opening up. They're scared of revealing themselves. I feel like this full moon has really brought about some kind of like downloads or epiphanies in the masculine collective. And they now are planning what they can do with these, you know, thinking about what the next steps are to bring this together. We have the Hanged Man, Two of Cups, and the Five of Cups. So these masculines are feeling very sad about the way things have turned out. This is kind of like the masculines feeling very regretful about the past, focusing on what they don't have in their life, you know, not realising that at any moment they can have this Two of Cups again. You know, it's here, it's in their energy. They can have this Two of Cups, they can have this relationship, but they're thinking about how things turned out in the past, how it's fallen apart before. But, you know, the number 5 I'm being drawn to again, and we have the number 5, a Hierophant of the feminine energy at the moment. So it does feel like this week we're going to see some big changes. But I just feel like Monday, Tuesday, there's not going to be a lot going on, because on Tuesday we start a new kind of like season as well. You know, the sun moves into Gemini, and we also have Mercury moving into Gemini as well on Tuesday. So it feels like it's going to be after Tuesday where we're going to see things kind of like happening, movement, and some changes. With the Hanged Man, the masculines right now, they are feeling stuck. You know, they do feel like they can't take action, they can't move forwards. But this feels very very temporary. It doesn't feel like we're going to be in this energy for long. They're literally being kept still so that they can reflect on the past and make decisions for the future, make decisions about this union and offering commitment. Okay, I'm just going to see kind of like what I'm guided towards now. So we're going to get some further clarification. They really want me to focus on the masculines this week, which I don't really like doing. I like to kind of keep it quite balanced, but we are going to just pull some more cards for the masculines. So I want to see the masculines' headspace this week. So what is going on with the masculine collective's headspace for this week, 20th of May to the 26th of May. Okay, quite a lot kind of flew out there. Really? Okay, I'm being guided to take those as well. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Cups. So masculines are, I feel, moving out of their emotional state and getting ready to be more logical about things. So this full moon, kind of before the full moon and during the full moon, we have the masculines feeling a lot of emotion, a lot of regret about their actions, you know, a lot of hurt, really thinking about the past and reflecting, and feeling some really heavy emotions so they could heal them for good. I'm just going to show you all these cards that have come out. So we have the Six of Cups, Queen of Swords, Ten of Swords, King of Wands, Page of Wands. This Ten of Cups, Ten of Swords doesn't want to go. Page of Wands and Ace of Cups. So, in no particular order, we're going to just see what messages come to me from these cards. So, straight away, this King of Cups on the bottom of the deck, which is the masculines moving out of their emotion to a much more kind of like logical place. And the Wands is also very fiery, very passionate. Some of you could be dealing with a fire sign, but, you know, take this message for any situation. It doesn't have to be a fire sign at all. So it feels like these masculines now, this week, they are ready to kind of like ground themselves again, get out of their heart, you know, stop feeling all these emotions and start taking some serious action. Because we've got the Ten of Swords, so it feels like there's going to be some more kind of like closeouts of cycles, karmic lessons learned. I felt like last week was when we had the wheel. The last week was when I had all these karmic cycles coming to an end. And this is like for those who have closed out karmic cycles but are still getting back on their feet. It's like, look, you know, the hard work has been done here. Get back up, you know. You might not be feeling great right now, but by the end of this week, I do have some amazing energy coming in. Page of Wands. So straight away, I'm just being told communications coming in. So we are going to see communication. We're going to see action. And we are going to see new beginnings and journeys. It also, they're showing me these two, and they're saying, you know, the page is moving to the King. So whereas your masculine might have come in with communication before, I really can't speak today. Where your masculine might have come in with I literally can't say that word. Where your masculine might have come in with communication earlier, they've really struggled with this because I cannot get this word out. Where they've struggled to talk to you, they are going to be moving into this King energy. So they're moving away from this childlike energy where the conversations might have been playful but also not very serious. It feels like the masculines are really ready for a serious conversation, you know, serious communication about what it is that they want, because they do not want to be in this Ten of Swords energy. They do not want to be at rock bottom. They know who their queen is and they know that she's waiting for answers. This Queen of Swords, you know, she's literally holding out her hand. She's being like, look, come to me with the truth. Come to me with honesty and clarity. Tell me what I need to know. And with the Six of Cups and the Ace of Cups, it feels like that's going to come. There is going to be a new beginning. It might be a little bit emotional, but it feels like feminines, you're going to be getting communication and your masculine is thinking heavily about returning to you. Specifically, this feels like for those twins who've not had communication in a long time, or it's just not been there, it feels like you might be getting some surprises this week, particularly by the weekend. So this weekend might bring about some big surprises about what is going on. Okay, we're going to look at the heart space now for masculine. So let us see what is going on in the masculine's heart space this week. May the 20th to May the 26th, please. We'll do these three first. Masculines are thinking about giving their feminine a gift, and they know how hard they have to work for this new beginning. Okay. So with the Six of Pentacles here, I'm really feeling that masculines are realising in their heart that they haven't given enough in the past. And they're working hard now. They're working really hard to bring about a new beginning. And this particularly feels like a new beginning in communication. It's kind of like for those masculines who still aren't ready for commitment, they still aren't ready for a relationship, they still want to give you something honest about where this is going. So you might be having a conversation where it's like, look, I love you, I want to be with you, but right now I'm not ready. So feminines kind of like, if you're ready for union, if you're really aligned, you'll respect kind of like your masculine's honesty when he says he's not ready for a relationship right now. And I also feel like as you surrender to this, he's going to be readier. He's going to be more ready than he realises. He's going to be ready a lot quicker, basically. Okay, the moon has been huge. The moon has really helped heal the masculine's heart, and it's really got them thinking about this solid foundation. It's got them thinking about what they need to say. So I do feel like everything is kind of balancing out now. So their head and heart space is coming into balance. They want to end this separation. Another 5 here. We do have these changes coming in. I'm really drawn to the number 5s today. And it feels like they're walking away from battles. They don't want their head and their heart to be in conflict anymore. They don't want to be in conflict with their feminine. They're holding on tightly to this relationship now. So these masculines have really had some kind of epiphany with this full moon. And they are realising how much they don't want to let their feminine go. You know, they really want to ground this relationship, and they really want to kind of make it happen. But, you know, they're kind of having a few kind of like doubts and stuff as we move away from his Ten of Swords energy, as our page kind of like steps up into his King energy. But it does feel like whilst things might be moving slowly this week, by the end of the week we're going to see some really, really positive things being brought about. And it's going to be very evident to the feminines that their masculine does not want to let them go. You know, and I feel like he's going to be saying that. I feel like he's going to be very honest with his communication, and he's going to say, look, I don't want to let you go. I don't want to be without you, but I don't feel ready yet. Feminine's headspace. Let's see what is going on with the feminines this week. I'm not going to pull as many cards for the feminines because I am not guided to. We've got the wheel. So I mentioned the wheel earlier, and they're just confirming to me that, yeah, these big karmic cycles, they ended with the full moon. They ended last week. But there's still some lingering shadows here. So feminines, you're really having to work through... they're saying like work through illusions. So there's things which are happening in the 3D. You know, maybe your masculine does trigger you and says like, I'm not ready for a relationship right now, or it's not what I want. You know, I've still got other things in my life I need to deal with. So there might be some kind of triggers coming in from this communication. But I also feel like there's going to be something very positive, very constructive coming away from this. We've got the Page of Wands again. So feminines, new beginnings, new journeys, you being truly independent and just trusting now that every step you take, you're being supported by the divine. You have nothing to worry about because you're being protected and you're being looked after. And with the 8 of Cups here, I feel like this communication, by the end of the week, there could be like a surprise communication coming in. So we do have this kind of like dolphin coming out of the water, and I feel straight away like there's going to be surprise communication. Things are going to be a lot better by the end of the week. I really feel like the weekend is where we're going to see some big shifts. And the 4 of Cups, so feminine, you're just kind of a bit discontent right now. You're waiting for something to happen, waiting for something from your masculine, but it really just feels like he is not ready right now. This full moon has really brought something up in him that needs to be healed, something he needs to work through. So this week we're going to see him working through that so that he can step up into his King of Wands energy. Feminine's heart space, please. Let's see what we have for the feminine's heart space this week. From May the 20th to May the 26th. Okay, these are great cards. So, we've got the 3 of Cups, the Empress, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Judgment card. So the first card I'm drawn to here is the Eight of Pentacles, and I feel like we're going to see the feminines really just finishing off their healing. Also, their heart's going to be really in their career. So for lots of feminines, they've been really disconnected from the material world. They've been so focused on their relationship, on this twin flame journey, that they haven't been connected with their career, their job, just really struggling day to day, dealing with the everyday task, the job, the 9 till 5 basically. So I feel like feminines, you're finally getting a bit of passion back. You're finally feeling a bit more connected to your job, wanting to go to work basically, enjoying getting back into that. The Judgment card, so in your heart, you know that everything happens in divine timing. You're going through a rebirth. It literally, I'm feeling like the cells of your heart are just regenerating and healing. You are really healing all this past pain, this past heartbreak and trauma. And coming out the other side now, you are rising up into your power, into your Empress energy. This is probably also why your masculine feels quite triggered this week. This probably is why your masculine does not feel ready for this connection, because he feels how powerful his feminine has become. He feels her inner Empress energy, and he's like, do I deserve her? Am I ready? Because she's amazing, she's powerful, she's sexy, she's creative, she's secure, she's abundant. And it's the masculines being like, do I match those vibrations? So that's what they're feeling this week. But with the Three of Cups, it just feels like feminines, you're going to be having fun. Whatever it is you're doing, you're having fun in your life, because you're finally feeling quite healed, very balanced, and you're just ready for some laughter. You are ready to start enjoying things. On the bottom of this deck, we've got the Ace of Cups, and we have that come out of the masculines reading earlier. So it's kind of confirmation that new beginning in love, in this relationship, is on its way. But right now, this week, feminines, I feel a lot of good things coming for you. Okay, Romance Angels, what can we expect for the Twin Flame Collective for this week, 20th of May to the 26th of May? Deception. I'm going to get clarified for that, but this really feels like the masculines deceiving themselves about not being ready. These masculines are really struggling with this connection, thinking, are they worthy of this? They're still in very, very childlike energy, and for some of them, they are still healing their inner child wounds. They've still got work to do from childhood issues, in particularly, this feels like this lifetime, issues they had with family, with parents. It feels, I'm getting like a mother or father figure basically. So from childhood, the masculines who've had difficulties with their parents, and maybe they were raised by a single parent, they're really just being forced to work through all of this now. And I do feel like that's why they feel a bit deceived, because they are feeling in this page energy, they are feeling quite childlike at the moment, which is probably why the feminines and their Empress energy is overwhelming them, because they feel her in her like mothering energy, and some masculines are not ready because they are still healing issues with parents. So this energy, this like mothering energy coming from the feminines is quite overwhelming for the masculines. Okay, we're going to use these angel oracle cards now. So we're going to get a card for the masculines, which just flew out. And we got fresh air. So I'm going to get a card for the feminines first, and then I'm going to read these for you. So the masculines just need to get out. They need to get out, get grounded, take a deep breath of fresh air. I'm seeing someone literally breathing in the air tomorrow as they step out of their house or flat. And tomorrow is a new season. We've got Gemini season beginning, and it feels like Geminis is the sign of twins, so as they take in a deep breath of this Gemini air, I feel like they're just going to be getting some kind of epiphany, or there's going to be something that just clicks in their head as they breathe in this Gemini air from this new season. And feminines, entrepreneurs. So yeah, feminines, you're going to be getting back into your career, you know, some of you are going to be making big career transitions, you know, deciding that you want to leave your job, you want to go for a promotion, some of you want to start working for yourselves. Whatever it is, it feels like this week we're going to see some big shifts in your career or decisions made about your job. You know, Gemini is also about people working together. It's about partnerships, so this doesn't have to be romantic. It does feel like there's going to be some business contracts signed and new partnerships made there. You know, the time is now right for you to make some serious decisions about your future. Just trust that everything else is going to come together exactly as it's meant to. So, you know, you don't really have anything to worry about relating to, you know, your twin flame connection. It's divinely protected. It's looked after. Okay, we're going to pull some message cards. So we're going to use my new deck, which are these message cards I've had made. You can also buy this on my website. So you can see it's quite a chunky deck. There are 90 messages in here. But you can buy that on my website. I'll put the link in the description below. So let's have some messages from the masculines to their feminines for this week. So what do the masculines want their feminines to know this week? I'm hearing someone just saying, just be patient with me, please. Like, don't move on, just be patient with me. So it feels like the masculines are really asking their feminines to just work with them now this week. Surrender to this situation. The best is yet to come. I share your pain. You're the reason for my existence. You give me hope. And one final message from the masculines to the feminines, please. I am on my way in capital letters with an exclamation mark. This is why they're saying, please be patient with me, because they are on their way. Okay, we're going to get some messages now from the feminines to the masculines. I am making plans for us. These feminines know their masculine is on their way, and she's already making plans. She's picking out bedroom furniture and like baby clothes, and you know, she is seriously planning for the long term now. I am so close you don't even know it. I'm thinking of you. And we also have, you are the reason for my happiness right now. So these feminines are their Empress energy. They're grateful for this whole twin flame journey. They're grateful for their masculine because it got them in their power. I will always come back, my beloved. So this is like them telling their masculines, you know, no matter how distant they become, because the masculines, you know, aren't ready right now, they're always going to come back. When the masculines are ready, they're going to come back and they're going to kind of reignite this. One final message that really wanted to come out from the feminines to the masculines right now was, you push me away physically, but I am the one who has your heart. So feminines are telling their masculine, you know that I'm the one that has your heart, so no matter how far you push me away, this is destined. And on the bottom of the deck, which seems like a reply to that, is, I'm not ready, I'm still working on things. So masculines are on their way, but they're still doing some work this week with the kind of like full moon aftermath, basically, this full moon hangover. But we're going to see some great things from Gemini season, I feel. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed that reading. Sending you all lots of love and light. Do let me know in the comments if it resonates or if anything happens to you this week.